Howdy, Shrubcrafters. Been a minute, huh? To use the language of our Utes. See, this isn't good. I see, snowed over from yesterday. Those tracks go straight up here. Been dealing with normal farm stuff. We've got 7 babies on the ground again for goats. And what is this? I don't know, March 1st maybe. And there's my awesome crows. Enjoying the food we leave them. So anyway, I figure I'd take you on a quick walk out to the range. But yeah, we've had some coyotes coming in, and the other day had to pop a fox not too long ago and picked up a thermal scope. Figure maybe we can mount it to one of the flintlocks. Just kidding, put that on a modern hunting rifle. And sadly, we've had some, we try to live in peace with all of our animals here, and every so often they get a little close, so we've been on a coyote mission lately. Just making sure our chickens are going crazy. It's that time of year, everybody's hungry. Anyway, I've been gone for a little while, but every week I go out, still been shooting, doing my thing. Just never felt like bringing a camera along for posting. I think a lot of that has to deal with just a lot was on my plate, and lost another one of our cats this year. Got sick in last summer. Was sick for a while, and took a town turn, and that took a lot of my time. And then we lost some other farm animals. So just a lot on the plate, a lot normal stuff, work related things. So anyway, here we are. But today, as we head out to the range, this will be 2 separate videos. I do want to make a comment and note that we've been losing people in our industry. And when I say our industry, those of us who love 2A and black powder and modern guns. Carl from Black Powder Firearms Enthusiast passed away, I think 3 weeks ago now. And I know he commented on some of my videos early on, and his enthusiasm for his pistols and black powder was awesome. Dedication to posting every week takes a lot of time. I mean, it looks like I think his wife was helping him, but too young, in his 50s I believe, and it just hurts our industry because we don't have enough spokespeople out there. Which brings me to the next, which I believe as of today I haven't seen, but Paul Harrell, another industry folk, looks like he is on the south end of a losing battle with cancer. And while I have not been a subscriber of his until recently, trying to help him out, but I was introduced to him by my brother, and like my videos, Paul's videos tend to be very long. And I feel bad for anybody who sits and suffers through some of them. And I've looked at some of Paul's and usually found myself fast forwarding to the parts that I want. But he was not on my regular to watch, so I've only seen a few of his videos over the years. Kind of took a look at it the other day. But one of the things that I liked about Paul, again, is his enthusiasm for our community and our sport. Which brings me to the last thing. There's a lot of people on YouTube and in social media in general, which one of the downsides to it is that you can hide behind your keyboard, your phone, your tablet. You can post comments on people's videos and channels and your opinion, which is great, and it's an opinion and First Amendment protected right, backed up by the Second. Just remember, a lot of people that you may be responding to could be 90. They could be 9. And I find, all these so-called experts, and I don't ever consider myself an expert, I know a lot more than many and a lot less than most. And so, that said, I've been shooting black powder 28 years now, longer. I'm trying to think, how old am I? 43. So, since I was 14, I've been shooting with centerfire rifles and BB guns, centerfire rifle, and so on. And I think my first black powder was around 16 years old, and then moved to Florida. I don't think I bought my first one though until I was 22. Was the first one I bought of my own. I had been shooting them for years prior to that. So anyway, that said, you know, I cut my teeth doing, and my background in Florida from 2004 to 2012, 11. Competed in cowboy action, won lots of competitions down there, and have trophies and badges and so on to prove it. And my passion is the 2A industry. And one of the things that I see constantly on forums, channels, social media is just this tearing down or this I know better than you attitude. And commenting like, no, you can't do that. You can't do this. Don't do this. I mean, you know, Plowboy's Ghost had a video out a while ago, and I caught that one and commented that somebody was complaining about, I think his loads again, the 40 grains of black powder in a 45 Colt. And I can tell you that load is easily doable. Starline brass, Hornady brass, which is whatnot. And I even commented on one of his videos. He shared his link, and I replicated that load. Man, it puts out a nice thunderous boom, and that's what it was designed as. But somebody felt the need in the community, and to do all over forums, they blast it. Another thing is on muzzleloading forums, I see people mocking Mark from Black Powder Maniac, you know, every so often. Other people love him, but a lot of people put snide comments in. He does stupid stuff, you know, and it's like, dude, I get it. I get that term nowadays, which everyone calls old people fudge in the community. But what I think people need to start realizing is that as a community, we need to stop being so divided. We need to back each other. I mean, if you're doing something stupid, you can ask it. But after a while, you watch these videos. I see videos all the time. One of my favorite channels, well, was one of my favorite channels. I don't watch it all the time anymore, but was Buckin' Billy Ray Cyrus, I think his name is. And Canadian Sawyer does tree work. And I watch him constantly chainsaw with no safety glasses. Sometimes he has them, most times he doesn't. And he's ripping huge saws. But you know what? He's a pro. He does it all the time. Doesn't mean he can't lose an eye. But I'm not going to tell him he needs to put safety glasses on. I do wonder sometimes if there's a reason why he doesn't wear safety glasses. You know, and I thought about, I could ask a question. You know what? But the comment section's going to tear you up. Oh, what are you, a safety Nazi or so on? And it doesn't matter. He's making a decision. Maybe sometimes it's as simple as he forgot to put the glasses on. He still wears his helmets and ear protection. You know, I wear, these are safety rated glasses. I've got my sunglasses, look just like these, are also safety rated. And, you know, somebody on here commented wearing all that traditional clothing. And just so you know, this is what I look like every day. Some days I wear my, what is that, Sutter, CNC Sutlery Confederate uniform. And that is, you know, jacket and pants, actually wool, so it's actually quite comfortable. And I actually wear that stuff on my farm. So that's actually what you see is what I do. But somebody made a comment, oh, all that, you're wearing sunglasses. Well, no, they're not just sunglasses. They're actually safety glasses. And you'll notice I still wear hearing protection. These things are allowed. And today, in the next video that you'll probably see, I want to be shooting full house 10 grain 357 HS6 loads. And they put off quite a bit of thump. And there is some backblast of powder and so on going. And, you know, I'll be shooting it 35, 40 yards. And I do find copper jackets coming back at me all the way back there from hitting steel, even angled properly. That's AR500 steel. So just remember, you can comment, ask questions, feel free to share knowledge, but the biggest thing we can do as a community is all these election years, whether you're on the left or the right side of the fence, right down the middle, it doesn't matter. If you like guns, we belong together as a community, and we need to protect that right on both sides of the fence. You know, if you vote against wanting guns and you want free speech and you want that, you know, funky hats and, you know, protests and mocks and whatever, go for it. But if you want our rights to go away, that means you want our independent rights to go away as well. So you don't get free speech and then want to have get rid of guns as well. It doesn't go that way. We got our original Bill of Rights for a reason. Remember, we're a constitutional republic, not a democracy. That's something everyone forgets. So with that, just remember, as a two-way community, we're our own worst enemies, and we need to stick together, not apart. We need to stand people up, not tear them down. And with so many people in our industry starting to falter, fail, and disappear, you know, it's hard to stay positive. It's hard to want to post on my channel, just because, you know, if you're putting out, sorry, there's about 100 yards out, there's something big flying, so maybe an owl or a big one of those downy woodpeckers, whatever. Anyway, you got to stand each other up. You know, don't bash people. The best thing you can do is if you're going to sit behind a keyboard and you want to bash people, maybe you should stop bashing people and you should get out from behind the forums and hide and pretend to spew knowledge. You know, and get out and introduce somebody to shooting, take somebody out, and that, you know, that's what I did this year. You know, I guess I would say I'm a loner. I don't have a lot of friends. I do have some. The friends that I do have are very good friends. I don't go out of my way looking for friends. I'm a very private person, which is surprising because I actually post a lot of this stuff on, but I do not want, you know, I think long and hard about content I'm putting out if I'm going to say something, you know, and it's going to be controversial, not because I'm going to offend somebody, but because I just don't really care enough to share some of my thoughts with people at times. That said, my wife volunteered for one of my neighbors that actually lives that way. A young 17-year-old kid, I met him when we first moved here. Him and his dad was, I think he was 13 or 14, and he really wanted to hunt. Well, this year, he's only ever shot his dad's shotgun with birdshot and a 22. So I took him out and got him situated on the range and hooked him up with a couple of different rifles. We settled on a single shot New England Firearms 243, a nice 3-9 scope, some hand loads, and he wanted to really go hunting and do it. So I taught him, took him out, did a mentorship program with him, set him up, and he actually shot his first deer, big doe, perfect shot, you know, blood trail was awesome. And with the 243, seems to go a lot farther than normal. In my experience, I've shot quite a few deer now with the 243 as well. And every one of them has run a lot farther than other ones, even though their insides, the double lung shots, heart shots are just liquefied. I'm just amazed at how fast they go with that cartridge. So anyway, my wife volunteered my services. I begrudgingly did, even though I was excited to do it. It was eating into my hunting time, and there were, you know, it was kind of a chore. But at the same time, the reward was I'm setting somebody else up to hunt that, you know, hopefully they'll learn and pass on for generations. And at the end of it, I did end up giving him that gun as a gift with his dad's permission and his mom's permission, and he'll always have that, you know, he'll always have that experience. Anyway, just do what you can, introduce people, and remember, we've got to stand each other up, and we need to vote to protect our rights in this country. It's the last thing we have. And remember that, you know, they talk about a silent majority, but media is just trash. What you see on the news is not truth. You know, truth is that the majority of Americans, left, right, black, white, Asian, yellow, red, whatever color you are, whatever lack of color you are, the majority of us feel that we love our country, and we have to protect everything in our country we can. So with that said, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still around. Yes, I'm making videos. Yes, I've got lots of content, but I think right now I'm going to focus on what I enjoy doing, and that's going to be shooting. And with that said, I'm going to put this one down. You'll probably see this before the next one, and we're just going to do some fun stuff. Take care, and remember, stand each other up, don't knock each other down.